What's going on, guys? So the topic I wanted to talk to you today about was what happens if the girl that you're dating starts to lose interest in you. And I'm just going to give you a couple of quick tips of things that you should and should not do in this situation. So, you've noticed that the girl that you're dating may be showing less interest in you than she had in the past. This can be seen in a number of ways, like maybe you're going out less often with her, or she's texting you less often, or something like that. But either way, usually you get just a feeling in your gut that something's not quite right, and that she's slipping away from you. So, what should you do in this situation? So the first thing you need to understand is that texting more is not going to help you, okay? If you're the one who's texting all the time, messaging all the time, and this happens with a lot of guys, and we've all been through it, then chances are things are not going well already. When a girl's interested in you, you won't have to do that. She'll be the one messaging you. Now, usually there's a healthy balance, like it's not like all the time that you'll be messaging or all the time she's messaging. It's going to be about 50-50, a little bit of give and take. But in your situation, it'll probably be the case that you're texting her and she's either texting back very slowly, or the replies are very terse or whatever, so she may be replying back with like one word. No questions is another one. If she's not asking you any questions or anything like that, that's usually quite a bad sign. So anyway, usually, as I said, most of the time it's just a feeling you really get in your gut that something's not quite right. So first thing you should do is definitely not keep texting her and stop bothering her, because I've been on the opposite side of this, where a girl who I really wasn't into was messaging me all the time, and it gets annoying. And I mean, it's horrible to say, but it's true. It does get on your nerves after a while, and the one thing you don't want to do to a girl is piss her off. So you want to lay off texting first for just a little bit, just to see how things go. The truth of the matter is that when you're texting often and when you're always at her beck and call, you lower your value because she thinks that you're a sure thing. And girls aren't really attracted to sure things. You may have seen other dating channels and they might have talked about this. They either call it sexual marketplace value or romantic value or something like that. But the concept is still the same, is that you as a person have a value attached to you, and that's made up of girls' judgments, essentially. It's a bit of a harsh truth, but it's the truth. And the thing is the more you text and the more you're badgering her, the more you lower your value, because you're a sure thing. And that's really not very attractive from a point of view of a girl. Second point is kind of linked to this, is just don't panic too much. Live your life, okay? And it might be on your mind all the time. I've had this where you can't stop thinking about her, and it really grinds you down over time. So what you want to do is keep yourself busy. So along with just easing back on the texting a bit, you want to get out there a bit more. You want to be sort of going to the gym, getting involved in your clubs, working hard, things like that. Just keep yourself busy, keep yourself distracted, and just carry on building you, essentially. Because like with the whole value idea, you have to build that value, and that's usually done by you moving up in the world, to be honest. So yeah, keep yourself active, keep yourself going, and this will work wonders both for you mentally, because you'll be thinking about her less, and second of all, it will work wonders, say, if you're, posting this sort of stuff on social media, because then she'll think, he doesn't seem so bothered about me drawing back and not paying attention to him. And in a weird way, girls find that more attractive. Girls find it attractive when you're harder to get, because you're more scarce, you're more valuable, frankly. So yeah, that's point number 2. Just don't panic about it. Point number 3, I would say, is if you've been texting a lot and you've been messaging a lot, and sometimes this is unavoidable because you're busy, you're either with work or uni or whatever, then somehow the spark tends to simmer out slightly because it's not physical contact. Make sure, therefore, is kind of point number 3, is that you're meeting up with her often and going on dates and just being there physically present. That will do wonders. You can't be texting all the time because, I mean, it could almost be anyone on the other end. They've got to have that raw sort of chemical attraction, that you get from meeting people physically. And yeah, so try and organise something, but not in a desperate way. You don't want to be like, hey, can we meet up tomorrow? Quick. No. Just chill out and just say, you know what? I've been thinking maybe we should go out this weekend, you know, this weekend coming. Let's just go and do something casual and things like that. You know, so just keep it casual and keep it going. And it doesn't really matter if it's in a public or in a private place. If you feel you're on the ropes, like she's about to let go, then maybe something in public would be better, because sometimes girls get a little bit nervous about meeting you in private again once they've kind of lost that spark. I don't know, maybe they might be slightly sort of nervous that you'll try something that they don't want to do, you know, and things like that. So maybe just depending, you have to gauge how she's feeling. So yeah. And point number 4, if you're in a situation where you're dating, you know, where you're not quite serious with this girl and things like that, as bad as it sounds, you need to keep other options open. So you need to be talking to other girls, you need to be on dating apps and stuff like that. And I'm talking, this doesn't apply if she's already your girlfriend and stuff like that. You should definitely not do that. But if you're just casually dating and you haven't made it official or anything like that, just keep your options open for 2 reasons. Number 1, if she does end up actually saying to you, look, I'm sorry, I've lost that attraction, I'm not really into you anymore, then at least you've got something going forward, right? And second of all, if you're in that situation where you're, as I said, casually dating, and she gets wind that you're dating other people and things like that, then actually that makes you more attractive in her estimation, because she's kind of thinking, oh, well, actually he has other options, right? It's once going back to what I was saying about scarcity and stuff like that. So yeah, keep your options open, don't close yourself off, and as they say, don't count your chickens before they've hatched. You know, I've done this quite often. I've kind of thought quite confidently, you know, this is going quite well with this girl, and then actually not really realising that it's not, and then sort of blocking off other girls who were perhaps interested at the time. Okay guys, so that's a couple of quick tips for when you feel like your girl is pulling away, of ways that you can re-spark that attraction. Now, I'm probably going to do more videos on this in the future, but there's just a couple of basic ways that you can deal with this situation. As I said, number 1 point is do not panic, and do not send loads of texts and things like that. Just let things chill out. Sometimes girls need a little bit of space just to get their mind right about you and just decide what they really think about you. Thanks for watching, guys. If you thought this video was helpful, then feel free to like and subscribe. I'm going to be making more videos on this sort of topic in the future, hopefully. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and until then, catch you in a bit.